Well, welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Pitching a startup with a complex technology or product can be challenging. This is especially important for those in the healthcare space explaining a new technology to those outside of healthcare. So how do you describe the complex to the novice in a fundraise pitch? First, know your audience. In general, most investors are savvy business people who are up on current events, but not specialists in your particular field. Choose the core thing they should understand. Identify the core value proposition you have and focus on explaining the benefits of that technology and not how it works. Give context to the problem with examples. Describe the problem the technology solves. Again, focus on the benefits and not how it works. Use metaphors, examples, and analogies. Pick one analogy and use it to characterize what the technology does. Use simple everyday language and not jargon. Avoid using acronyms as most of the investors may not be familiar with it. In your pitch deck, use images to show the product and solution. Try describing your product or solution in 5 words or less. In conclusion, focus on the benefits of your solution and not how it works. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.